Hello everyone, Auvbri here, and welcome back to a new speed build in The Sims 4. So today we are doing the Christmas cabin because it is very close to Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. Um, and I thought that my last build of this year would be this Christmas cabin, and I think it turned out really freaking awesome. I actually installed a mod for the first time in The Sims 4, and the first snow mod, just to kind of get this snowy landscape um, in the build, and I think it looks freaking awesome in the end. I actually had to uninstall the mod when I was done, just because there was some glitches with some couches and stuff. So that's why I only see one type of couch in this build, just because I couldn't actually get them to function probably. But let's just jump into the build here. So I tried to make this cabin as Christmassy as possible, but still keeping that very nice cabin vibe that you have when you come into a cabin in the woods. So we are in Granite Falls, and you might notice that the grass is currently green. That's because I had to change the color of the ground that would be white for the snow to green, so I could actually see where I was building, because the grid is also white, so it was totally gone. So I had to kind of make it green. We're gonna change that in the end, of course, but for now it's green. And yeah, let's just talk a bit about the house. So this house has 2 bedrooms. It has 2 living rooms and a, what do we call that, bathroom. Totally missed that word. And we also have a little kitchen and a little dining space area. And it's located here in Granite Falls, as I said, in the woods. You can, of course, place this in any lot you want. I just wanted to have the very nice backdrop of the whole forest aspect. And I just think with this mod, with the snow everywhere and on the trees, and some of the trees kind of look dead. And I just thought it looked so good. Now, I actually ran into a known issue with The Sims 4. So when you actually try to make a room that has, like, so you can see down into the room below, the roofings always go through the room. I'm not sure why they haven't fixed this yet. It's really annoying, but I really wanted to have that, roundish, not roundish, that room that we can see below here. I really wanted to have that stick out, but I actually ended up removing it, just because I didn't want to have a roofing piece that did not fit into the build. So I just ended up removing that, and then covering some of the roof pieces that is going through upstairs that we can kind of see here. I ended up covering those with paintings and stuff like that. So that's quite unfortunate. I don't know why it's still happening, even though we're like, what is that, 3 or 4 years into The Sims 4. You would think that they would have fixed it by now, but that just doesn't seem to be the case. So we kind of just have to work around that. So seeing that this is the last build that I'm going to do this year, I want to take a real quick moment to actually talk about the year 2017. 2017, let's just say that. So 2017 has actually been a freaking amazing year, and I have you guys to thank for that. So when I started off this year, I believe I had around 5,000 subscribers, and I've been doing YouTube for almost 3 years now, and 5,000 subscribers, and we are currently at 42,500 and something, so almost 43,000. And I am so grateful for you guys, and to everyone who subscribes and watches my video. Thank you so much. I mean, I cannot thank you enough. It really means the world to me that you guys actually take your time to watch my videos. So thank you so much for that. And it's just been an incredible year. I think it's just the channel has been growing so much, and I can see when I look at my builds from, you know, when I started to now, that I have also grown so much as a builder myself. And I do really think that my builds are just becoming so much better with each iteration of a build. And that's also thanks to you guys. I wanna, you know, keep growing and keep creating amazing content for you guys. Hello, Zoe. And you guys kind of push me to always do better, and I take you guys' input, and I really try to do better with each build I make. So thank you so much for that as well. I actually have a plan for what's going to happen next year with this channel, and we're gonna have regular upload schedules and stuff like that. So keep tuned for that in the new year. I'm not going to talk too much about it now, but it's definitely something that I have thought about, and what is going to happen with this channel. So just keep looking out for that in the future. But again, yeah, thank you so much to everyone who supports me on this channel, and it's really been an amazing journey, and it's one that I hope will continue to grow throughout the years. So I kind of have a goal, a secret goal, that I want to see if we can't reach 100,000 subscribers next year. But it's a small dream of mine. But if we can't, that's also totally fine. I would never have dreamed of that I would have 42,000 subscribers at this moment. There was just a point in the start of the year where people just noticed my channel because of the underwater build, and my channel just blew up. So thank you so much for that. But back to the build here, you might have noticed that I tried to place a lot of different couches, and it turns out the first snow mod that I actually used in this build to kind of create the snowy landscape, the Christmas landscape, it created an issue with some items in the game. There was couches, and then there was a couple of the outdoors items as well. So as you can see here, I could place tons of couches. They just didn't go anywhere. And it actually turned out that the mod was conflicting with the objects because of an update or something, I don't know. But I tried to work around it. So there was like 2 or 3 couches that actually worked for me in this build. One of them we see here from the Cats and Dogs expansion. And yeah, I just tried to work around the fact that it just wasn't working for me as I wanted to. Not that I think that I needed all those couches. It was just it would have been nice to have a few more options. But upstairs here we have kind of a living room space, but with a lot of bookcases around it. I'm really loving this room upstairs, and just the fact that we have this great big glass piece that's going out, so you can kind of see out onto the lake that's kind of half frozen, and you can kind of see the beautiful landscape outside. I really think that's a very cool idea. And then in the corner here, I needed to have a place where you could just sit and relax with a book as well. So I just threw in, 2 chairs, also from the Cats and Dogs expansion, and just some decorations on this little side table here as we move downstairs, I believe, in just a little bit. So downstairs we have the kitchen, and we have another living room in front of the fireplace, because that just looks good, and it just fits together to have a nice big fireplace with a seating arrangement around it. So that's what we're gonna have here as well. And then we're gonna have the kitchen and dining area down here as well. We're gonna have the 2 bedrooms. One of them is a very, very small guest bedroom. Because I didn't imagine that this would be like for a whole family. I kind of imagined it being a you know, a cabin for maybe a couple and their kid, like a little nice vacation cabin. So that's why the one room has a single bed, and it's a very small room. Right when you walk into the build, and then we have the big master bedroom, we can call it that, behind the kitchen. So yeah. And of course the bathroom, you're not going to see me do it in this build, but you're going to see a screenshot of it in the end. And then I found all of these Christmas items, which I really wanted to use. And I tried to decorate the outside as well with, you know, Christmas theme in mind. And I believe I threw in a Hanukkah, what are those called? Like candle stick holder thingy. I can't remember the English word for it, but I believe I threw in one of those. And we're gonna decorate the outside as well, so it's really Christmas themed. Of course, we needed to have a Christmas tree down here, and also, something that didn't work because I installed this mod, I couldn't actually scale things down. I would have loved to have a bunch of tiny and big Christmas gifts underneath the tree. It just didn't work, so I had to make do and kind of put different types of presents under the tree, and I think it looks really cool. I would have liked to have had a bigger Christmas tree in the center of the build, so it could kind of go up and you could see it from the upstairs, but there just wasn't any room for that, so that's kind of why we did that. And yeah, the kitchen here, nothing special, not the biggest kitchen, and I just needed it to look nice and cozy, not be the biggest kitchen. We had this, I threw this island just to kind of make it look a bit bigger instead of it just being like this thing tucked in a corner. But yeah, the space around the kitchen area is kind of tight, but I really do love that tight feeling. It just, to me, it just brings something really homey and nice, snuggy, cozy feeling to it. So that was kind of what I was going for here. You know, just the feel of cozy Christmas cabin was what I was trying to recreate here. And then I decided to have the dining table over at the big window space, just because that was where we had the space for it. And I also thought it was really nice that people could see out through the big window display as well. So yeah. So the entrance here, I didn't actually do too much at the entrance. I just threw in a lot of coat hanging options, and then a chair, and we had kind of like this bar thingy, which I thought was a really, really cool idea. Then we have the single bedroom here, and I kind of imagined that this is where the kid would sleep, and then the parents could have the bigger bedroom. So it has everything that the bedroom needs. It has a dresser and the bed, of course, and not too much decoration, just because the walls wasn't actually that big, and there was just windows everywhere. So excuse me, jumping into the master bedroom here, I do have to say that I'm really in love with the bedspread on this bed. I don't know why, I just love the pattern on it, and I just think it looks super, super cozy. And then I decided in the last minute here that I wanted to throw in some pieces for a possible cat to come here if you wanted to have your cat on a vacation with you. So actually in the screenshots, my builder sim, I invited all of her quote unquote friends, and she only had 2 and 3 cats. So they kind of took a vacation to this house, and you can kind of see that in the screenshots in the end. And I think it looks just, everybody looks so happy, and yeah, that's kind of how I feel. So yeah, let me know down below actually, are you in the Christmas holiday spirit yet, or are you that kind of person who just comes in to the spirit once it's actually Christmas? Because I have been in the Christmas spirit since Black Friday, and I'm not even kidding. I have literally listened to Christmas music since Black Friday, and I'm not over it at all. I'm like, I can listen to Christmas music for 2 months straight without actually getting tired of it. So I'm that kind of person, the one that you get really annoyed with, because I won't stop listening to Christmas music. But yeah, tell me down below, are you in the Christmas holiday spirit yet, or are you that kind of person who actually comes into the spirit once the actual holiday is here and not just the whole of December? But yeah, we're putting in some decorations for the outside here, and as I said before, I tried to decorate the outside here so it really was just oozing Christmas and this nice Christmas cabin look. So we used these new, I'm not sure what to call them, like damn, I know the word for it. It's just okay. These light thingies that you can place on the wall. That's what I have to call them, because I can't remember what they're called. You guys know what I mean, but they came with an update not too far back. I just have to say real quick, I'm so in love with this this mod, and I just can't wait to see, since like everything is just coated in the most amazing, beautiful frost and snow, and it looks so good, and the trees are half dead, and it just, you just get that vibe of having like this amazing Christmas wonderland, and I'm super into it. And Sim Cookie, who actually created this mod, did an amazing job with it, I do have to say. Even though I ran into some difficulties with some items, that's just the risk you take when you actually install a mod, which is the reason why I don't usually do that. But for this video, I wanted to have this Christmas landscape, because the cabin that I actually created last year, the Christmas house, didn't actually have the snow, and it was just missing something. So I really wanted to have it in this video, and then I just had to work around whatever problems that would come up. But yeah, we're almost finished here. See, also that barbecue was also one of the items that didn't actually work, probably because of the mod, which was, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it was. So yeah. Then I decided to put in these kind of like little sheds for wood, so you could kind of, for the fireplaces and stuff. And then lastly, we needed to put in some lighting for the outside, just to make it look even more beautiful. And we are of course going to have a screenshot of both the day and night time outside, so you can kind of see what that looks like. But here we have the inside. We can kind of see from the upstairs and downstairs as well. I'm super in love with how this turned out. You can just kind of feel the coziness of the build, and that was just really kind of the aesthetic I was trying to go for, like super cozy cabin vibe. And I think it just turned out so great, and with all the Christmas decorations as well, really overall super happy about. And the Christmas tree in the background there. I mean, it's just, you just get that vibe of very nice Christmas. So here we have the bathroom. I didn't actually have that much space out here. It's just to kind of decorate. So it just turned out to be really simple. The master bedroom, where we can see a cat in the background. And here we have the outside screenshots, both day and night. I'm in love with both these time of day shots. The night you can kind of see all the lights in the trees and on the house, and the daytime you can see the frost and the snow everywhere, and I just think it looks super freaking awesome. So remember, if you want to get this build, you can get it on the gallery right now. It's on my page. Just search Auvbri and you should be able to find it, or try searching Christmas Cabin, because that is what I call the lot as well. And just as we come into the last screenshots here, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone out there, to every one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. And yeah, I will see you in the new year. So have a very Merry Christmas and a fantastic New Year's Eve. Bye.